We have recently made videos to show you ways of buying properties in São Paulo, but a lot of people might be interested in other places like Rio, for instance. Rio is outstanding, and we would never say otherwise here. However, we've decided to make this video here in order to give you more data about the city and the state of São Paulo, and why you should consider the city when thinking of investing in Brazil. If after this video you still prefer to invest somewhere else, no problem for us, at least you learn everything you need to know about the city of São Paulo. So, stay there, it's right after the intro. Hello guys, my name is Mark Sant and this is Brazil Unsubtitled, your channel to get to know all you ever wanted to know about Brazil, but with English being spoken. If this is the first time we are seeing each other, consider subscribing and becoming a member of this community that grows a little bit every single day. We also have a Patreon account if you want to consider supporting us after all the content you will see here. Please go there and check us out. Also, we have an Instagram account, so if you want to see pictures of the backstage, curiosities about Brazil, go pay us a visit. It's free of charge, okay? São Paulo is a majestic city in numbers. There are over 12 million people living in the city, which by itself is a great thing, for it tops the population of countries like Portugal and Greece, for instance. The state of São Paulo is responsible for 31.2% of the Brazilian GDP, which represents 603.4 billion American dollars, superior to the GDPs of countries like Poland, Sweden, Finland, Belgium, Argentina, Norway, Austria, Ireland, Singapore, Denmark, and even Hong Kong. If São Paulo were a country, guys, it would be the 21st economy of the world. The city is massive, and of course the population consumes, and consumes in big numbers. The city has received the title of the 7th best gastronomic destination in the world by the Traveler's Choice Prize. It is considered to be the world gastronomy capital, and there are over 12,000 restaurants of 52 different types of cuisines operating in the city. If you'd rather go eat and drink at a bar, there are about 15,000 of those in São Paulo. New York was ranked as the 8th, just for you to understand. If you like bakeries, it is estimated that they produce 10 million rolls around here every single day. But if you think your thing is pizzas, Paulistas, that is, the people from São Paulo, consume 1 million of them every single day. Transportation is taken seriously in the city as well. The vehicle fleet has increased 82% in 20 years, which means that there are more than 8.7 million vehicles driving through our streets and avenues. Of all of them, more than 30,000 are cabs, and there are also 15,000 buses. Speaking of buses, the city has the second biggest bus terminal in the world, coming after the New York bus terminal. Now, if you prefer to use the subway, the city has one of the best, most efficient and cleanest subways in the world, with a system of 6 different lines: the blue, the green, the red, the yellow, the lilac, and the silver. The subway in São Paulo transports 5.3 million people every single day. Escaping the rat race is something quite impossible in the city. Some might say the solution would be flying over the city to escape the traffic, right? You couldn't be more wrong. São Paulo is also the chopper world capital with more than 410 aircrafts. In this segment, the city is second to none. It is also the only city in the world with exclusive air traffic control only for choppers. In consumption, the city has a street for shopping called Rua 25 de Março, a place that receives over 400,000 consumers every day. People go there to buy everything for a lower price. The products found there are trinkets, stationery, tapestry, souvenirs, products made in China, among so many other things. The biggest shopping mall in South America is also here, the Centro Comercial Aricanduva, with an area of 1 million square meters. The most important stock exchange in South America is also here, the Bolsa de Valores do Estado de São Paulo, aka Bovespa. Now, if you consider the HDI or Human Development Index as a reference to understand cities, São Paulo is the second best ranked city in the whole country with a score of 0.826. For you to understand what that means, the scale goes from 0 to 1, and the closer to 1 the place gets, the more evolved it is. From 0 to 0.499, it is considered really low. From 0.500 to 0.599, it is considered low. From 0.600 to 0.699, medium. From 0.700 to 0.799, it is considered high. Now from 0.800 to 1, really high. The first place in HDI in Brazil is the Federal District, with a population of 2.6 million people. Bear in mind, São Paulo has more than 12 million people, guys. As for security, the state of São Paulo has 7 of the 10 safest cities in the country. The number of homicides in the state is the lowest it's been in 20 years, with an index of 4.32 homicides for every 100,000 inhabitants, a better index than the ones in cities like Los Angeles, Detroit, and Chicago, for instance. However, car thefts and robberies in the city have increased 15% compared to the same time period of last year. Unfortunately, these things have happened more frequently in the city, and you need to watch for bikers in certain periods of the day. Even with those numbers, guys, it's still a really safe place to live in. Well, the intent of this video is to go deeper in what São Paulo really is and give you more knowledge about the place. Brazil is a continental country, and there are so many options here that you should go for one that makes you feel happy about. With all the info we have given you about my city, now you have one more element to consider when coming to this wonderful country. If you have enjoyed the content, guys, make sure you hit the like button if I have deserved it, of course. But don't forget to do that before leaving. I'm also going to leave you a couple of cards with videos on the channel that you might have missed. Choose one and stay with us a little bit longer. Thank you so much, and I'll see you soon. May God allow.